Hey everybody, it is Dak here from the Ed Boys, and today I'm going to talk about how I go about choosing a moneymaker on old school RuneScape. There's a lot of methods in the game for grinding out GP, from combat methods like Rune Dragons, Giant Mole, or Tombs of Amascut, to skilling methods like elf pickpocketing and tanning leather with magic, or catching Chinchompas. There's even other moneymakers that don't involve combat skilling, like exchanging baby impling jars for just empty impling jars. What is this gnome doing with all those implings anyway? Sometimes the hardest part of these moneymakers is choosing the best one. It's solo level 500 Tombs of Amascut. Actually, I guess duo next. Those are the best ones. Video done. It's not purely about choosing the moneymaker that just straight up has the most GP an hour attached to it. Don't get me wrong, GP an hour does make a big difference, but your first priority should be to find a moneymaker that you enjoy the most. It does seem pretty obvious on paper, but not everybody grinds out a moneymaker that they really like, and they find themselves burnt out before they ever reach their GP goals. If you could make like 2 mil an hour, but you only play for an hour and then get bored, you're gonna make less money than if you were doing 1.5 mil an hour, but you're playing for a few hours at a time because you're really enjoying it. You're just a lot less likely to find yourself bank standing and bored and wanting to log out if you're grinding something that you actually enjoy. And let's be realistic, just why are you grinding the game if you're not enjoying it? Where do you find a moneymaker that you enjoy though? This is where I'm gonna pitch some of my other videos real quick. I do have playlists of money making guides and a playlist of bossing guides that are linked in the description. I also have a few different series where I just make 100 mil on a brand new account from scratch, showing a variety of moneymakers that you can do that with. Plus, I'm not the only content creator making videos about money making methods. There are a lot of videos out there for finding moneymakers. Videos that actually show a money making method and how to do it are going to be pretty helpful for finding a moneymaker you enjoy, since you actually get a good visual of the idea and how the method works as a whole. Overall though, the best way to find a moneymaker you enjoy is going to be just giving it a try. There's also a very organized list of money making methods on the OSRS wiki, which is also linked in the description. This list can be sorted by how much money each method makes, and then stuff like maybe what skills are required and whatnot. The wiki actually has pretty accurate estimates for how much money an hour you make from any method, but it's not always 100%. It usually gives you a little bit of a high estimate, assuming that you're doing the money making method like perfectly. So if you pick a moneymaker that's somewhere from like 2 to 3 mil an hour, but you're only getting like 1 to 1.5 mil an hour, it very likely shows you that you have some room to improve on the speed of that moneymaker. This list is also very nice for trying to find a money-making method, since you get like a big organized list and a bunch of information about moneymakers all at once. So maybe there's a certain skill that you're trying to train. You could pick a moneymaker that uses that skill so that you make some GP and gain some levels, or you could use these moneymakers as like a goal setter too. If you see a money-making method that looks fun to you, but you don't quite have the required stats for it, well then now you know what you need to work on. And then one last thing that I think you really should consider when choosing a moneymaker is that you don't have to pick just one money-making method and just lock into it. Nobody really gets rich on grinding a single piece of content unless they're really addicted to that method. For the most part, if you're trying to get rich on OSRS, it's going to take a lot of time. OSRS is and always will be a grind. So finding a couple different moneymakers that look fun to you can help you not get burnt out on just that one method. Also, different moneymakers require different amounts of effort. I usually try to have a click-intensive moneymaker and then an AFK moneymaker that I'm going for. So if there's a boss grind that I'm enjoying, let's say maybe some Vorkath action, I'm enjoying the Vorkath grind. I make a lot of good money, but after a bunch of hours, you might be a little bit tired of bossing, and that's when it's time to pull out the AFK money-making method. It can be a little bit more chill, do some multitasking, maybe something like cannonballs. Vorkath is a lot more fun than the cannonball grind, but also it's more energy and focus needed, and sometimes you're just trying to make some chill gains, so having that back pocket AFK moneymaker can help you continue those money-making gains. I believe that's it already. Everything that I wanted to talk about when it comes to choosing a money-making method on OSRS. We didn't get into too many specific money-making methods, as this is rather a discussion on what you're looking for when picking a moneymaker. Your number one priority is to find a moneymaker that you enjoy, and then of course finding a moneymaker that makes you a lot of money. From there, if you don't know what to pick, you can choose a moneymaker that trains a skill that you need to train, and of course you don't have to just choose one money-making method. Pick multiple that you would like to work on. If you're looking for a list of money-making methods, those are all linked in the description. If you liked the video or you just got some useful information out of it, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. I also stream on Twitch, which should be linked on the screen and in the description, so check me out on the Twitch side of things if you've been enjoying. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and best of luck on your money-making grinds.